Okay, Tish Tilak, welcome to my session. The second, in this session, as Ketenchula has already told you, that we are going to go into the details, okay, the writing types, and I'm here to take the session on descriptive writing. Okay, now before that, I want to spend some of my time in doing a full recapitulation of what we have done so far in this session. Okay, so it will be a good recapitulation. So recapitulation means basically going back to what we have learned so far. It's just like a looking back, okay, looking back to what we have done. We can also use the word reflection. Let us reflect, okay, let us recapitulate, okay, yes. So let us go back to our very first week, okay, yes. So in the first week, we talk about words, okay, yes. We started not from paragraph, not from sentences, what we began from the words. So in the words, basically what we have learned, we learn about the parts of speech, okay. So you are going to do the recapitulation with me. We have done the parts of speech. Why this one comes under words? Because most of these parts of speech are words, and some of these comes in the phrases, okay, yes. So parts of speech we have done. In the parts of speech, where we talked about the 8 different parts of speech. Let us try to do the recapitulation. We have done the noun, we have done the adjective, we have done the verb, we have done adverb, and what else? We have done the preposition, we have done the conjunction, we have done the interjection. Okay, now how many we got? Noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. We have got pronoun. Okay, yes. So do you remember? Okay. Now these are the parts of speech: interjection, conjunction, preposition, adverb, verb, pronoun, adjective, noun. Okay. Now these are the parts of speech we have done, and out of these parts of speech we have done the verb. We know that verb is very important. Okay. Yes. So in the verb we have done the principal verb, we have also done the linking verb, we have also done the helping verb. Okay, yes. So you see this kind of progression, word, part of speech, and from the part of speech we focus more on verb because verb is the main thing. Okay, yes. And then from the words we move on to the phrase. Okay, and we also move on to the clause. Okay, yes. So what is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words which does not have subject and a verb. For example, okay, yes, in the morning. Is this a group of words? Yes, so this is a group of words, but it does not have any subject and verb. So this is a phrase, and there are different types of phrases. Okay, so if you get time, you just Google it, phrases, and you will learn so many types of phrases. Okay, now that is the thing. And the second one, clause. What is a clause? Clause is again a group of words, but what makes clause different from phrase? In clause, we have the subject and the verb. Okay, for example, you can write so many types of clause. For example, when the sun comes. Okay, when the sun comes. So this is a clause. Why this is a clause? First, it's a group of words. Second one, it has got the subject sun and the verb. So this is a clause. Okay, so if he comes. Now this is also a clause. Why? This is a group of words. We have subject, we have verb. Okay, yes. I eat an apple. Now this is again a clause. Okay, yes. Subject I, eat, verb. Now this is a clause. Okay, and in the clause, what we learn two types of clause. First one is independent, and the second one is dependent. There are two types of clause, independent and dependent clause. What is independent? Independent, the word itself, it does not have to depend on anything. Okay, so which is independent clause out of all these things? These three? Okay, yes. I eat an apple. This makes a complete sense. So this is independent. Okay, yes. There is no need for this sentence to depend on other clause to make a complete sense. It itself is a complete sentence. I eat an apple. So such type of clause is called independent. And these two, when and if, there are so many words. Okay, these are dependent. When the sun comes, then what? Okay, so this is not complete. It has to depend on other clause to make it complete. When the sun comes, I go to school. So that is complete. Okay, so when the sun comes, likewise, if he comes. Okay, now these come under dependent clause. So you see word, and then we move on to the greater one, phrase, and then clause, and then what we do? Okay, then we did the sentences. Okay, yes. Yes, so you see generally the progression. Okay, so in the sentence, what we have learned? We learned the different types of sentences. Sentences on the basis of structure. Okay, yes. Sentences on the basis of structure. Sentences on the base which based on the function. Okay, yes. So as far as the structure is concerned, we started from simple sentence. Remember, simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? Then we did compound sentence. Okay, we are going level higher. Okay, compound. After compound, yes, remember, we have the complex sentence. And after complex sentence, both these combination, compound, complex sentence. Okay, now as far as the structure is concerned, the sentences are divided into these four. And on the basis of function, yes, you remember, yes, what are these? We have got declarative, we have which is say imperative sentences where we give some kind of command. We have got exclamatory, showing some surprise, exclamatory. Okay, we have got interrogative. Okay, now if you look at all these things, now these are the topics that we have covered, okay, up to now. Okay, sentence structure, okay, function. Now after sentence, then we move on to the, what do you call a group of sentences? We call it paragraph. Okay, yes, we did a session on paragraph. What is a paragraph? Paragraph is a group of sentences, okay, which makes a complete sense, which has got one idea. And in the paragraph, we learn about the components, what makes a good paragraph. Okay, we learn about the components, introduction, body, and conclusion. And there are different types of paragraph. We will also do this. And after paragraph, we also did a session on essay. Okay, so essay, we have also learned the components. Okay, the main. Okay, first one is introduction. We have got body, we have got conclusion. Now these are things. Okay, yes. Now, which is we have already learned how to write. Basically, we are starting from the writing part. Okay, yeah. Any language has got 4 skills: reading, writing, speaking, listening, and we are basically focusing on the writing. Okay, starting from words, phrases, clauses, sentences, paragraph, and the highest one, essay. We have done all these things. Okay. Now in this session, what we are doing, we already know how to write a paragraph. We already know how to write an essay. Okay. Now what are we doing? We are discussing on the different types of writing. Okay. Now I know how to write, okay, a paragraph or an essay. Now what are the different types of writing that I should do? Okay. Now this is the stage where we are right now. So whether we are talking about paragraph or whether we are talking about the essay, we have to know the writing types. Okay, yes. So today, we started this topic, the writing types. And in the writing types, Ketanjola has already, which is given and just introductory lesson on the different types of writings. Okay, now do you remember what are the different types of writing? Basically, there are so many writing, okay, but we are focusing on only 4. Okay, what are these 4? These 4, first one is narrative. Okay, what is the second one? The second one is descriptive. Okay, yes. Third one is expository. And what is the last one? The last one is persuasive. Persuasive. Okay, now these are the different types of writing. Okay, first persuasive, descriptive, narrative, expository. Okay, yes. Now, if you already know how to write a paragraph or how to write an essay, basically. Okay, now these are the different type of writing you can do. You can write a paragraph on persuasive, you can write a paragraph on descriptive, you can also write a paragraph on narrative, you can write a paragraph on expository. Likewise, you can also talk about essay. Okay, you can also write an persuasive essay, you can write on descriptive essay, you can write a narrative essay, and you can also write expository essay. Now these are the different types of writing. Okay, yes. Now this is where we are right now from the very first day. Okay, word. From the word, parts of speech. These are the parts of speech. Out of these 8 parts of speech, we focus more on verbs because verb is very important. In the verbs, we talk about principal verb. You just ask yourself how to identify linking verb and helping verb. You give an example, and then from the words we move on to a phrase, a group of words, okay, and then clause, a group of words which has got subject and verb. We spend some time on clauses, the different types of clauses, independent clause and dependent clause. Okay, yes. You just also try to see the different languages and see whether there are some independent clause or dependent clauses in their language. For example, Tibetan. You can also do some kind of homework. Okay. Now from clauses, then we move on to some more words. Okay. For example, sentence. Sentence is a group of words. Okay. Yes. And sentences, we divide the sentence into 2 parts on the basis of structure and the function. On structure, these are the 4: simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. Now these are the different. Oh, okay. Now the lower classes, they may be, whenever they write some essay or paragraph, they may be more simple sentences. Now if you are doing good in the lower class, you can introduce more of such sentences like compound sentence or complex sentence. Okay, yes. The senior classes, although they may use simple sentences, but they try, okay, you can try more on introducing more of these sentences. They should be, whenever there is a small piece of writing from the senior classes, we as a teacher expect more of these sentences, complex sentence, compound complex, like this. Now, as far as simple sentences are, you have already covered that thing. Okay, yes. So that is the thing. And on the basis of function, okay, the function of different sentences, okay, yes, basically we have got the declarative, okay, and then imperative, we have got exclamatory, showing surprise, and then interrogative. Now these are, now you should be knowing the different types of sentences, okay, yes, you should be in a position to identify, okay, this is imperative, this is, okay, yes. Now these are very important when you do the voice, what should I say, the speech, okay, yes, the direct and indirect speech. It's important for you to know all these things, because speech is form of all these sentences. It may be declarative, it may be imperative, it may be exclamatory, it may be interrogative. Now you have to change that into indirect. So that's why it's very important for you to know how to identify all these types of sentences. Okay, yes. Now from sentences, we jump on to a more greater level, that is paragraph. Okay, it's a group of sentences. In the paragraph, we have learned so many things, the different types of component. In the paragraph, one most important thing is the topic sentence. You have to know what topic sentence is. In one paragraph, there is one topic sentence. Okay, in two paragraphs, there are two, obviously. Okay, yes. So paragraph, topic sentence. What is a topic sentence? You should be knowing. Okay, yes. And there are different ways of writing topic sentence. Not all the sentences become a good topic sentence. Okay, yes. And from paragraph, yes, we move on to essay. Okay, yes. So in the essay, just like we have topic sentence in paragraph, we have got thesis in essay. You have to keep this in mind. And then in essay, we have got the main components. Okay, introductory, body, conclusion, all these things. Now you know how to write, and then we are starting what are the different types of writing. Okay, persuasive, descriptive, narrative, and expository. Okay, more subjective, informative, objective. There are different types. We are focusing more on these four types of writing. Okay, now you see the flow. Okay, how we start. Okay, yes. Now we are in this stage, and in this session, I'm going to focus on descriptive writing. Now, what is a descriptive writing? Okay, how do we do a descriptive writing? So that is what we are going to learn in this session. You got it? Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So let us move on to the slide. Okay, descriptive writing. It can be a paragraph or it can be an essay. You got it? Okay, yes. So in the previous session, Getanjula has already given you an introduction. She has already, talked about the meaning of this writing. For example, descriptive. If you look at that word, okay, yes, the root word is describe. Now, what do you mean by describe? You describe. Okay, yes. So descriptive writing. What type of writing? Descriptive writing. What is a descriptive writing? I'm sorry. Okay, yes. I want you to look at this and try to read, okay, the definition of what descriptive writing is. A type of writing that is meant to describe. Okay, so basically this writing describes. What is it describing? It is describing a person. Which person? It may be your mother or father or teacher or friend or anything. Okay, yes. It describes about a thing. Okay, yes. What is the thing? Yes, book or mobile or toys or anything. Or you can describe one memory. So if you write one, paragraph where you share some memory, now you have to, use this descriptive. Okay, yes, in great detail. It uses all the sense organs. So Gela has already told you, in descriptive writing, we basically use the senses. Okay, for example, what do you see? Okay, yes, what do you see around? What do you hear at the moment? What are the different sounds that you hear? And then you write. What are the different smells? Okay, you may be Wherever you are, you may be hearing some, getting some smell, maybe from your kitchen or a door or bathroom or anything from outside. Okay, yes. And the touch. Okay, yes. Sensory organ touch, and the taste. You must have eaten something, and what are the different kind of tastes. Okay, so descriptive writing is a type of writing that is meant to describe. You are just describing. Okay, yes. So a person or a thing or a memory. I'm sure you have already done this, and in the Facebook and which is social networking site, I've already seen which is small children, the children from lower classes sharing their descriptive writing. Okay, yes, they use extensive which are adjectives and adverb. Okay, yes. Now this is descriptive writing. Okay, yes. Now we know what descriptive writing. Now as long as it's a piece of writing, please do not forget the writing process. Whether you are writing a small paragraph or an essay, or whether you are writing descriptive or persuasive or expository or a narrative, what you have to keep in mind is, as long as it is a writing, as long as you are doing a small writing, you need to follow the writing process. Okay, and the writing process we have already done. Okay, yes. So there are 5 processes I want you to recollect. Okay, to remember what are the writing process. Okay, when we start a new lesson, it doesn't mean that you have to forget the lesson that you have learned previously. Okay, yes. So can you please recollect the writing processes? There are 5. Yes. Okay, now before I show my slide, I want you to remember the writing process. You just remember all these things. Okay, yes. And then I hope you have the writing processes in your mind. Let us see. Okay, yes. Now these are the writing processes. We have already done this, okay, in great detail. The first one is pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. And don't ask me what revising, what editing. Okay, yes, we have already done this. Now, descriptive writing. Yes, so in descriptive writing, what are the things that you have to keep in mind? You have to keep in mind the sensory details. Sensory, hear, smell, touch, see, all these are said. We have got 5 sense organs. Okay, we also have the 6 sense organs about the feeling like this. And then we have got the descriptive words. Since we are talking about the descriptive writing, obviously you have to describe. In order to describe, you should be good in all the words which describe, basically adjectives. Okay, so you should have a good store of adjective. Okay, in your personal lexicon. Okay, your own vocabulary and your impression. Okay, your feeling. Okay, and then the figure of speech. Okay, yes, we will do this later, but you already know what figure of speech is. Okay, they are simile and metaphor, all these things. Now let us do this one by one. Okay, yes. Now these are the things that you have to keep in mind. The first one is figure of speech. Now what are the figure of speech? Figure of speech, simile, metaphor, as symbols. Okay, yes. Now you have to use these in describing. Okay, yes. These are figure of speech. Okay, for example, my mother is like Mother Teresa. Okay, you are describing, and here you are using a figure of speech. My father is, what should I say, the Steve Jobs. Okay, for example, your father is tech savvy, so many things. You can also, my father is like a Steve Jobs, or metaphor, my father is the Steve Jobs. Okay, yes, like this you compare, and these are called figure of speech. And then what about the descriptive words? Okay, we use adjective. We also use the adverb. Okay, for example, your father walks. Okay, how does your father walks? You have to show. Okay, yes, my father walks slowly, fast, like a. Okay, yes, and remember that you should not use any vague ideas. You should be very precise, like Kela had already told you. Okay, you should be specific. And then we have the sensory details. Okay, yes, hear, smell, touch, see, taste. Okay, you have to write all these things in a descriptive writing. and your impression, you're feeling sad, happy, excited. Okay, what was your memory? Was it wonderful or sad or surprising or anything? Okay, now these are the things that you have to keep in mind. So I told you in descriptive writing, we make extensive use of adjective describing words. So you need to keep a separate, which is a notebook where you try to collect all the different words. Okay, yes, try to which is strengthen your vocabulary. Okay, yes. Now let us look at, I have just which is taken this from the Google. Okay, yes, there may be so many other which is examples. Okay, for example, large, instead of large, now these are some of the synonyms. Okay, so synonym is which is different words having the same meaning. Okay, in Tibetan we have Thunjik Mengen Namdang. Okay, yes, yeah, you should have. It's good to know all these synonyms. Okay, yes, far, sad. I'm not going to do in detail. You can take your time and then try to see how many words you know. Okay, other than small. Okay, if you want to use one small, don't use the word small in all the sentences. Now these are the substitute. Okay, yes, descriptive words and then sounds. Okay, you remember onomatopoeia? Okay, yes, this is a literary device which talks about the sounds. They are different. All the sounds are not same. Okay, now these are some of the words. Okay, yes, you just pause this and then you can which will go through these words. Okay, now for example, as a homework, you can also do here. What are the words you remember about here? What kind of words you know? Okay, yes, hear, what you hear, saw, rough, loud, scribble. Okay, see. Under the see, you just write all the words related to see. Okay, likewise, smell, touch, taste, simile. I've already given you simile. Okay, yes, you compare your mother, you compare your teacher, you compare your friend. Okay, metaphor is also compare. Now you just try to write some words. Okay, yes, related to all these things. Descriptive writing. Okay, so I told you, you have to describe. Okay, yes. Now, for example, let us take an example. Okay, sunset is the time of the day when our sky meets the outer space. There are blue, pink, and purple swells spinning and twisting like clouds of balloon caught in a whirlwind. The sun moves slowly to hide behind the horizon while the moon races to take its place in the night sky. People are slowly moving towards their homes. There is a coolness, a calmness when the sun does set. Birds are chirping and returning to their nests. Okay, yes. Now this is, I'm just narrating something, but what I'm narrating, I'm just describing the sunset. Now if you look at this, if you pay attention to each and every sentences, you will know that I'm just describing either what I see. Okay, in the sea, you talk about the color, you talk about the size, you can also talk about what you hear. Okay, how's your feeling? Okay, yeah. Now this is an example of descriptive. Okay, you can also do your own descriptive writing, where you describe. Okay, yes. Okay, now in the previous paragraph about the sunset, now these are the words: meet, slowly, hide, spinning, twisting, race. Okay, the things you see, outer space, horizon, people, and there are some colors in it: blue, pink, purple, and the sounds also: chirping. Okay, coolness, like clouds of balloon caught, like clouds. You see the simile. Now these are the what should I say? The words. Okay, yes, the senses. Okay, the different sense organ. Okay, used in the previous what should I say? That writing. Okay, descriptive writing. So remember, when you do a descriptive writing, you just try to show. Instead of telling. Okay, instead of telling, you have to show. You show means the reader, you just try to make sure that your reader sees whatever you are telling. Okay, so for that, you have to be very particular about what type of adjective, what type of word, the correct specific verb you have to use. Okay, yes. So when I say show, don't tell, what I mean is, for example, okay, you are writing a descriptive paragraph on my pet dog. Okay, yes. So pet dog, instead of telling so many things about the history about the pet dog, what is your purpose? Your purpose is to describe. So instead of telling all these things, you just try to show. How are you going to show? Yes, how does it look? How does your pet look? What is the color? What is the size? Okay, yes, length, breadth, all these things. So I'm just showing everything. Okay, how does it move? When your pet moves, you just try to see how he moves. You just show them. Okay, how does it sound? Okay, when the dog meets a stranger, or when the dog comes to you, what are the different kind of sounds you hear? Okay, how does its skin feel? Okay, is it soft or sticky or dirty or all these things? And can you compare it? Now you can use a metaphor, or you can also use a simile. Okay, yes, comparing your dog. Okay, your pet dog. You just try to compare your dog. Okay, yes. Now these are the things that you have to keep in mind. Okay, yes. Now let us do an exercise. For example, right now I'm sure you all are attending my online class. Okay, I'm here in the studio and you are attending all my online classes. Okay, yes. Now suppose if I tell you to write a descriptive writing right now. Okay, yes. So what are the things that you have to keep in mind? Oh, I'm writing a descriptive writing, so I'm supposed to describe everything I hear in my room, everything which you see, everything that smells in my room, like this. Okay, so when you are asked to write a descriptive writing, now these are the things that you should be asking first. What do you see around? You just look around and see. Okay, you must be seeing a TV, or you must be seeing some notebook or mobile or all these things. Okay, you just try to show me. Okay, yes. What do you hear? You may be having different kind of sounds. Okay, yes. What do you smell? It must be our lunchtime, so many preparation must be going on, different smells come in your nose. Okay, you just try to describe in a vivid way so that I can also imagine. Okay, I can also see, literally see what is there, what kind of smell you are having. Okay, yes. And then how do you feel? Okay, yes. You show your emotion, happy, sad, all. Okay, yes. Now here's just a quick example, descriptive writing. Okay, yes, I told you I'm a teacher, I'm also learning. Okay, we are not perfect. Okay, we also learn, we also sought the help of others, native speaker. Okay, yes. So whatever we are learning, okay, we are just sharing. So here is a small, which is a paragraph, which is trying my best to show an example of how the descriptive writing should look like. Okay, I'm not saying that this is good. There are so many mistakes in it. Okay, now this is just to give you some idea. Okay, yes. His Holiness 85th birthday was different this year. The sky was completely crystal clear like a turquoise. There was not a pinch of white cloud in the sky. I went to the school Gompa with my colleague. There were scores of staff members clad in their beautiful and colorful Tibetan traditional dress. The sound of monks chanting could be heard from every direction. The sweet smell of sweet rice and butter tea was coming from the kitchen next to our Gompa, which made us all imagine the dressy. Thick white smoke of juniper was coming from the fire, which was placed at the center of our Gompa ground. Soon, the whole campus started overflowing with the lifelong prayers of His Holiness the Dalai Lama in unison. There was a broad smile on everybody's face. A genuine air of happiness was found all around. Okay, yes. Now, if you look at this small paragraph, what I've tried is, I've tried to describe, okay, yes, by using different kind of, which is by making use of all my sense organ, hearing, hearing, feeling, all these things. Okay, so this is about a descriptive writing. Your descriptive writing should be, which is a writing which you describe. You describe a person, or here I'm just describing one memory. Okay, yes, about yesterday. Okay, yes. So that is the thing. So today I'm going to stop here. This is the descriptive writing, and Gedenjola will come and she will just give a lesson on the second types of writing, that is narrative writing. So thank you so much.